Let's talk about all the games happened on Saturday 4th. The first game is the Washington Wizards lost in overtime to the Raptors at home. Great win for the Raptors. Gary Trent Jr. came off the bench and played 35 minutes, had a wonderful game with 26 points, 4 threes and 2 steals. Huge game from Fred VanVleet as well, 25 points, 10 assists, 3 steals and 2 blocks. That's more like it. Fred VanVleet, overall, I would say, he was out for a while, but consider, I feel like he struggled a lot, but still 20th ranked player. Giving you 6.8 assists, 3 threes, 1.6 steals, right? The steal numbers and the block numbers actually went a bit lower, but still pretty solid 20th ranked player. He missed a bunch of games this year as well, but played 53 out of 60 something. Scotty Bombs, very mediocre game. This is the guy that his rookie year had some really, really good games. I think he got worse in terms of fantasy this year. Pascal Siakam had 15 points, 7 assists with 4 steals. OG, ever since coming back from injury, he hasn't been that good, especially offensively. He's still getting some defensive stats, but not that impressive lately. Yeah, he's fallen all the way outside of third round. And Jacob Poeltl with 14 points and not much else. Poeltl has been playing really well since he got here. For the Wizards, Bradley Beal played 42 minutes. He's been getting a lot of blocks for whatever reason. 2 blocks here, now complaining. 10 assists is good with two threes. Kristaps Porzingis had 2 threes, 11 rebounds, added 2 steals and 2 blocks. Wonderful stuff. Kyle Kuzma, 16 and 6. And Daniel Gafford exited the game with an ankle injury. Yeah, it sucks, but no IR, he's a drop for sure. But if you need the blocks, yeah, the blocks and rebounds and field goal, a lot of big men in the league, that's what they do. So it's rare, like if you can get a big man that can get you some assists, can get you some threes, that will really help. Delon Wright is an absolutely must roster. He could be legit top 20 player, getting 30 minutes a night. And look at this, 6 steals and a block. Amazing stuff. 18 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. As long as Monty Morris is out, we got to stream this guy. Hopefully, Monty Morris can take his time because Delon Wright is really good in fantasy if you have him. The next game, Detroit, without half of the roster. And this game, Kaden Hayes also exited the game halfway through. And left hand. Okay, so he might miss a couple games. We'll see what happens with him. He's a drop if he misses too long. And if you don't have an IR. Jaden Ivey, with all the guards out, maybe he will have a good game, but he goes 4 for 14, had just 10 points and 5 turnovers. Yeah, this is who Jaden Ivey is. Sometimes he's gonna give you 25 with 7-8 assists. James Wiseman struggled massively, but had a steal and 2 blocks. Jalen Duren should be back. Like, he's not shut down. So that's going to take away from him, and that's going to take minutes from Marvin Bagley as well. Isaiah Stewart was also out. Marvin Bagley had a huge game, 13 rebounds, a steal and 3 blocks. So for now, Marvin Bagley and James Wiseman, we could stream them. But once, guys started coming back, we could drop them. Then they're going to split the minutes. I mean, even this game, James Wiseman only played 24 minutes, right? With all these other guys. But Marvin Bagley, yeah, playing super well right now. I don't mind streaming him, especially for some points and rebounds. For the Cavs, easy win for them. Donovan played just 24. Nope, yeah. Kevin Love did not play this game, so Isaiah Okoro came in and played 20. Mobley had a huge game versus the bad Detroit team. 1 steal and 4 blocks, 6 assists, 11 rebounds. This is what this guy can do upside, because in fantasy, he could do everything. As a big man, he can hand out assists, he can get steals, right? Rebound and blocks, we don't need to mention that. And sometimes hit some threes. The 2 guards played okay. Just a lot of steals coming out. 14 steals for Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's move on to the next one. The Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat. Miami Heat, easy win, 117-109. For the Hawks, Sadiq Bey came up. John Collins is probably a droppable player, to be honest. He's been in a bit foul trouble, but what does he really give you? right? They added Sadiq Bey. Everybody is healthy. He's not getting much usage, right? And you have Sadiq Bey playing 34 minutes off the bench. Bogdanovic only played 26. He had 4 fouls. Bogdanovic could also be a drop. He's not a must roster. You could stream him for threes and a little bit points. But the addition of Sadiq Bey is taking minutes. Sadiq Bey also a streamer for threes. He hit 4 threes here, which is really good. Trey had a horrible game, but added 10 assists and 5 steals. It's got to be a career high for him. And Devontae Murray had 2 steals. After absolutely going off the other night, Clint Capella and Kungu, they basically split the minutes. This game wasn't, maybe the fourth quarter, it wasn't that close, so Kungu got a few minutes, had 5 fouls, but 15 points, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, that's interesting. No defensive stats. And DeAndre Hunter added 17 points and a 3. For the Miami Heat, what am I saying? Kevin Love is not on the Cavaliers. I had a brain fart. Kevin Love is on the Miami Heat, and he did play this game. Played 18 minutes, not much else, not a must roster. I thought he would come in and play more minutes. That's clearly not the case. They will start him and give him 20 to 25 minutes most nights. But maybe defensively, he's such a big liability. Gabe Vincent, I don't mind continue to stream him as long as Kyle Lowry is out. He hit 3 threes here. Not the best game, but 3 threes is nice. And Tyler Hero added 20. Bam. He's been scoring a lot. Added 5 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. And Jimmy Butler had a nice game as well. Only took 8 shots. Bam. I mean, every time I look at his stat, offensively, he's kind of took a leap this year. He's averaging 21.37 points. Compared to years in the past, he probably gets 17, 18. So that's a pretty big jump. Taking on that more offensive role and shooting 54%, which is really good. But only 0.8 blocks, 1.2 steals is pretty good as well. But I just want to see him getting, his best years, 1.6 blocks and 1.6 steals with 1.1, 1.2 blocks. So that's a huge dip from years in the past. Victor Oladipo, you could stream him for some steals, but that's really all he is. We go to the next game. The Houston Rockets, yes, they got a win over the San Antonio Spurs. And Jalen Green played only 28 minutes. Weird stat line, 12 points and 4 assists, that's it, and a block. Kevin Porter Jr. added a little bit everything. And Tari Eason is the guy that we just have to roster him at this point. Play 30 minutes again. Just giving him a lot of minutes, and we know what he could do. 20 points, he can get you a lot of defensive stats. 2 steals and 2 blocks. Super, super nice. Hit 2 threes as well. And Pro Shangun had 16 points and 10 rebounds with the steal. Pretty nice. Jabari Smith has been losing minutes to Tari Eason. He's just not that good at the moment, but somehow he shot 70%. Very balanced attack out of the Rockets this game for the San Antonio Spurs. And some of the guards, the minutes is a bit low. And while Kenyon Martin Jr. played 38 minutes, had 14 points, 13 rebounds, and a steal. Yeah. I actually like Tari Eason better than Kenyon Martin Jr. because this year, Kenyon Martin Jr. is not getting that many defensive stats. Tari Eason is. So let's go. I think he's absolutely must roster now. For the Spurs, Zach Collins, a must roster. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block, and a 3. Right? We were just talking about centers that can shoot some threes, can get you some assists, can get you steals. He could do everything, and he can block shots. Really good. I think the only thing is Spurs, like next week, I think they got 2 games. So that might be an issue. But Zach Collins has been balling. I mean, this one also it was against the Rockets, so we don't have to get that excited. He's not going to do this every game. Devontae Graham started, had 28 points and 7 threes. Yeah, you could stream him for threes and assist. Trey Jones came back after a long absence, played okay. I don't think he's a must roster, to be honest. He's just providing minimal numbers. In the playoffs, if you don't need the assist, like if you're looking for some big man stats, you're trying to win big man categories, then he's a drop. Jeremy Sancho also plays super well, 14 points, 2 steals and a block with 6 rebounds. I don't mind rostering him either. But again, all these Spurs guys, remember, they got 2 games left. 2 games next week. So all these guys could be droppable players if you're looking for some other stats, right? If they're not providing. And Charles Bassey had a huge game as well. Yeah, it was versus the Rockets, so everybody get to go off. But they still lost. The next game is the thriller. The Philadelphia Sixers beat the Milwaukee Bucks 133. It ended their and this game is at Milwaukee, so super impressive. They won 16 straight. Joel Embiid had 31 points and 10 assists with 3 threes. Harden, what about Harden? Look at that. That's prime Harden right there. 38-point triple-double, 11 for 11 from the free throw line. Only one steal, so, the only thing is the lack of defensive stats, because the Rockets, Harden, averaged 2 steals a game. At 5 threes. Great. Yeah, just great. Tyrese Maxey finally back in the starting lineup, getting the minutes, play 40 minutes, 26 points and 2 threes. And D'Anthony Melton, we got to think about dropping him. We got to look at Sixers' schedule. If it's not good, then drop him. Yeah, because Tyrese Maxey's just been getting a lot of minutes. I think it's okay to drop him. While PJ Tucker had added two points, not fantasy relevant. And actually, I would maybe hold on to D'Anthony Melton because now Tobias Harris is out. Maybe they find some extra minutes for D'Anthony Melton. So just maybe hold on for, if Tobias Harris is out, hold D'Anthony Melton for. I mean, I know they don't play the same position. Maybe Jalen McDaniels or Georges Niang, but he might get a few extra minutes. 27, 28 minutes of D'Anthony Melton still make him worth rostering. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Pat Connaughton didn't do much, and Grayson Allen had 6 threes. Yep. So that's what happened with these guys. You stream them for threes and hope for a jackpot. Grayson Allen hit 6 of them. Jrue Holiday also hit 5 and added 13 assists. The guys play well, the Bucks guys. Chris Middleton came off the bench. They need him in the playoffs, and clearly they don't need him in the regular season. They won 16 straight games without him contributing much. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 34 points and somehow went 16 for 18 from the free throw line. Struggled a little bit from the field, but 13 rebounds, nice, very nice from Giannis. And Brook Lopez continues to be amazing. 26 points with 3 threes and a block. Talk about the last game. Wow, the Kings lost at home to the Timberwolves. Impressive win for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards led the way, 27 points with 2 threes. Great at also 8 assists. And Cat should be back maybe next week, maybe next week. Won a game from Kyle Anderson and Jaden McDaniels. Right, 19 points is still in the block and 3 threes from Jaden. Kyle Anderson, look at that. 9 assists, 7 rebounds, still in 2 blocks. You just have to have this guy. Also, it was a high-scoring game, high pace. But you just have to have this guy until Cat comes back. He's not going to be like this every game. But in a playoff matchup, a game like this could really turn the tide, right? 1 for 3 from the free throw, but 9 assists out of him, super good. Added 2 blocks as well. Mike Conley, 24 points and 3 threes. I think he's a better situation than he was in Jazz. They need to use him more in different ways. Maybe involve him more in the offense. So great, and he has something to play for. I guess Jazz also fighting for a playoff spot. For the Kings, they being hot. It's a bad loss, but it's okay. Not going to win every single game. Kevin Huerter played super well, hit 6 threes, 29 points. Sabonis did his thing. De'Aaron Fox had 25 points as well. Keegan Murray, who's been playing well, this game just kind of, in his 20 minutes, he was minus 10. So a lot of the minutes went to Trey. I don't know. They went to some other guys. Malik Monk only played 20. Trey Lyles played 19. So they were trying due to matchup reasons, I think they just didn't give Keegan Murray the full 30 minutes. Harrison Barnes played okay. But yeah, that's it for all the games, guys. I'll see you next time.